crunching beneath its tires. The Duchess of Sussex, someone in the scrum announces. Meghan descends. Meghan is attuned to the girls. She asks one about her nails, another about what she's studying. Person 2 profile, Meghan Markle. And the ridiculous exchange between these two. Here's Meghan on the cover of Harper turning. Yeah, we have the behind the scenes video. Photo shoot for Harper's here. Watch a little bit of this if you can.
By the magazine editor that wanted to turn you into a star, that in their cover feature, they actually screw you over in such dramatic fashion.
For the listening audience, it's her trying to look glamorous and dewy with the big eyes, the hand on her chin, the slow head turn. Oh, on the couch, on the settee, with the silk dress, staring into the camera like an ange.
In this video, we're diving deep into the explosive reaction from media powerhouse Megyn Kelly to Meghan Markle's latest magazine appearance. What did Kelly say that has everyone talking? Stay with me until the end, because we're breaking down every controversial detail. And you won't want to miss what happens when these two powerful personalities collide.
To this one today, because she is out there. She's a cover girl now for Harper's BAZAAR.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest celebrity breakdowns. Let's jump right in. The former Duchess of Sussex just landed on the cover of a major fashion publication, and not everyone is impressed. A well-known television host didn't hold back her thoughts, and her commentary is making waves across social media. The magazine feature shows the Duchess without makeup, wearing designer clothing in various poses. But one critic argues this barefaced look might not have been the best choice.
It's about how much he loves her. Nothing about her love.
According to this perspective, the photos appear melancholic, lacking the polish typically expected for such a high-profile spread. The suggestion?
Leonardo DiCaprio, Uma Thurman, some other massive A-list stars that even I recognize because I'm not...
Perhaps some eye makeup would have enhanced the overall. Here's something interesting. Do you think celebrities should always appear camera-ready? Or is there value in showing a more natural side? The criticism extended beyond just the styling choices, with approximately 25,000 wardrobe changes throughout the shoot.
Doesn't look good. She looks sad. She's makeupless, which I'm sorry, but it's not good. She needs some eyeliner. The eyes are too close together and she looks forlorn.
Some observers felt the former actress was attempting to channel supermodel energy without quite hitting the mark. It's a bold move to go for such an extensive fashion showcase. But does quantity equal quality? Now, let's talk about what really caught people's attention in the actual article.
Cover feature on Harper's BAZAAR with Meghan Markle as...
The writer included a peculiar detail that raised eyebrows across the board. Before entering rooms during their meetings, someone would formally announce the Duchess by her full title. This happened twice during their interview sessions. Think about this for a moment. How would you feel if someone announced your arrival every time you walked into a room?
Stick with Meghan. She sat down with Harper's BAZAAR for another tell-all interview.
The first announcement occurred outside a Los Angeles museum, where local students were gathering for an educational event. The second happened inside a borrowed residence in New York City, where only 3 people were present: the Duchess, the writer, and a house manager who made the announcement.
It is an extraordinary anecdote, and as you say, tucked into what on the surface appears to be a very warm and sympathetic.
Critics are questioning whether this level of formality is necessary, especially in intimate settings. Does maintaining royal protocol in private moments suggest someone hasn't fully transitioned away from that lifestyle? It's certainly raising questions about authenticity and relatability. What's your take on formal titles in casual settings? Moving on to some quotes from the interview itself. When asked about learning from mistakes, the Duchess offered what some consider an overly simplistic response. She stated that the lesson is simply not repeating the same error. She elaborated that smooth sailing doesn't provide learning opportunities, and without learning, personal growth becomes impossible.
Duchess of Sussex is new interview in Harper's BAZAAR.
While this philosophy sounds reasonable on the surface, commentators argue it lacks depth. Critics point out that this type of generic wisdom doesn't demonstrate the intellectual sophistication the Duchess frequently claims to possess.
With Meghan Markle, and to no one's surprise, it is the exact same stories and sound bites and tidbits.
Throughout the feature, there's a recurring theme about intelligence. The profile describes how the Duchess maintains direct eye contact and leads with warmth rather than dominance. But then comes a childhood memory that reveals something significant. Do you remember being defined by one trait as a child? The Duchess explained that her entire childhood identity revolved around being considered intelligent. She referenced an old television program from the early 90s as an example of her youth. Apparently,
in the foam of her cappuccino. The article claims that Meghan is an authority on parenting in her friend circle because she uses things like apps.
School children would recreate this show during recess, and she was always chosen as the host because of her organizational abilities and coordinating personality. See, one media analyst pointed out the irony in constantly discussing one's intelligence rather than simply demonstrating it through actions.
And it's quite a work, it's safe to say. Just to give you, now I know obviously.
The question posed was straightforward. If someone's identity is wrapped up in being smart, where's the evidence of brilliant decision-making? Consider this. Was leaving a position of royal privilege to launch a lifestyle brand selling preserves and candles the smartest career move? Critics argue that
Why are we enduring yet another Meghan Markle interview?
trading a crown for commercial products represents a significant downgrade in status and influence. What would you have done in that situation? But the self-praise didn't stop there.
Those quotes, and I winced massively. And then I thought, well, let's try and think about it from Meghan's point of view. It's her truth.
The magazine actually reached out to a famous tennis champion who happens to be friends with the Duchess.
Single new anecdote in this interview.
No. This athlete provided a glowing quote about her friend's intelligence, stating that she always learns something valuable from their conversations. She specifically mentioned implementing parenting advice received during their last meetup. The article also revealed that the Duchess has become somewhat of an authority on parenting within her social circle, using books and various applications.
Herself? Yeah, exactly. She admits that she's made mistakes.
She's developed what the writer describes as a studied approach to raising children. This methodology differs from how her own mother raised her. Ashita, here's a question that resonates.
Like, we only know who she is because of who she married. If she was still just like on her normal trajectory, she would just be, like a normal teen.
Does reading parenting books really make someone unique or particularly noteworthy? Critics weren't impressed by this revelation either. After all, millions of parents worldwide consult books and resources about child rearing. Positioning this common practice as something exceptional seems out of touch with everyday reality. Let's talk about celebrity connections.
Interviews from TV actresses or...
The interview concluded with information about upcoming lunch plans with a renowned feminist icon. The Duchess refers to this activist by a nickname.
The First Lady of Montecito, Meghan Markle.
Suggesting a close personal relationship. They apparently met during the global health crisis through a mutual contact in their safety pod, and even shared a holiday meal together.
Just because of who she happened to marry.
Are you noticing a pattern here regarding name dropping? The writer concluded that her subject appears remarkably comfortable with worldwide fame, and actually seems to enjoy the attention. At least one critic agreed with this assessment, though not as a compliment. The suggestion was that pursuing celebrity status was the primary motivation behind certain major life decisions, including marriage into royalty. One commentator observed that despite presenting herself as a humanitarian focused on making positive change,
She does not look great. Okay, Meghan Markle, this no makeup look is not for everyone. I know Pamela Anderson and Alicia Keys, they're trying to...
The actions tell a different story. Instead of substantive philanthropic work, there's a pattern of commercial ventures, fashion photo shoots, and socializing with billionaires and reality television personalities. This raises an important question.
Of course, he's awful and should never ever be talked to again by Meghan.
What's the real priority here? Genuine humanitarian work or maintaining celebrity status? The analysis suggests that seeking fame in any possible form remains the driving force. Whether through royal connections, lifestyle brands, streaming deals, or magazine covers.
Camp allegedly arranged a behind-the-scenes advertising package.
The goal appears consistently focused on remaining in the public eye. Another critic noted the contrast between words and actions, while discussing boundaries and self-preservation developed since entering public life. The same person continues seeking high-profile opportunities that guarantee maximum exposure. There's an apparent contradiction between claiming to value privacy while simultaneously courting constant media attention. Here's something to consider.
Absolutely blew it, and now she's living in California trying to hawk jams, jellies, and dog biscuits and candles that have no wicks.
Can someone genuinely want privacy while regularly appearing in major publications and at exclusive celebrity events? The broader conversation touches on authenticity. Throughout the interview, themes of being genuine and true to oneself appeared repeated.
From being British royalty. Okay, British royalty. So for all the women out there.
Yet observers point out that carefully orchestrated photo shoots, strategic name dropping, and managed media appearances don't exactly scream authentic spontaneity. Fashion choices during the shoot included designer pieces and jewelry with specific backstories attached. Everything appears calculated to project a particular image, rather than offering genuine glimpses into everyday life.
Lo and behold, what have we here? Meghan is on the cover of Harper's BAZAAR.
What does authentic celebrity really look like in today's media landscape? Critics also highlighted the disconnect between discussing resilience and facing real challenges. References to childhood experiences during civil unrest were juxtaposed against current circumstances of wealth and privilege in an exclusive California enclave surrounded by billionaire neighbors. The article painted a picture of tight-knit friendships with protective social circles. One friend shared emotional stories about support during personal tragedy. While these gestures are undoubtedly meaningful, skeptics question whether these selective glimpses into private relationships serve the narrative being constructed. Is strategic vulnerability just another form of image management? Discussion of balancing multiple roles, parent, homemaker, fashion enthusiast, entrepreneur, came across to some as tone deaf. The ability to attend exclusive fashion shows while also playing with children represents privileges far beyond most people's experiences.
The Duchess of Sussex, someone in the scrum announces. Meghan descends, dressed in wide-leg trousers, a silk blouse, and a small pair of pave diamond studs.
Framing this as relatable struggles with work-life balance misses the mark entirely. The overall reception to this magazine feature has been mixed at best. While some readers enjoyed the photographs and found the interview engaging, others saw it as another example of carefully managed public relations lacking genuine substance. So here's what we learned from this whole situation. A major magazine feature intended to showcase reinvention and authenticity instead sparked debate about self-awareness, privilege, and the relentless pursuit of fame. Whether you view the Duchess as a misunderstood public figure or someone whose actions contradict their words likely depends on your existing perspective. What's undeniable is that she remains a polarizing figure who generates intense reactions. Every public appearance, interview, and social media moment becomes fodder for analysis from both supporters and critics. Do you think constant media scrutiny is justified for public figures who actively seek attention? The conversation surrounding this magazine's spread reflects larger questions about celebrity culture, privilege, authenticity, and how public figures manage their images in the social media age. There are no easy answers, but the discussion continues, generating passionate responses from all sides. That wraps up our deep dive into this controversial magazine feature and the explosive reactions it generated. What's your take on everything we discussed today? Do you think the criticism was fair? Or are people being too harsh? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I'd love to hear different perspectives on this situation. If you found this breakdown valuable and want more celebrity news analysis, don't forget to smash that like button. Subscribe to our channel for daily updates on entertainment industry drama, and hit that notification bell so you're always first to know when we post new content. Share this video with anyone who loves following celebrity stories, because trust me, they'll want to hear about this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video where we'll be covering more headline-making moments from your favorite stars.